the truth is painful.
You can't handle the truth!
Welcome to Todd's Truth. Todd wrestles with the truth. My AEW Week in Review. Tonight's episode of Dark Elevation was episode 11 already. Wow. Another great episode and just great wrestling, man. You can't go wrong with these episodes of Elevation. They've almost all been excellent. And having some bigger name AEW stars now starting to appear on them is really good. Plus having two matches at the end of the night were amazing to see because they were both involved New Japan Pro Wrestling wrestlers. So that's awesome to see. And a heartwarming, ending to Elevation as well. Well, let's get on with it. First match tonight was QT Marshall against Robo. He's new to me, but meh. Typical, QT Marshall. Yeah, okay. QT Marshall got the win with the diamond cutter. But other than that, not a great match. So, as I've been complaining before about this and other things like this, I have decided that from now on, instead of going off on my tangents about what I think of this kind of wrestling or these stupid things, I'm just going to start using this from now on to show my frustration with this stupidity.
That's it. Come here and try it more.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Save my frustration for something more important. But yeah, Abaddon got the win. Whatever. And now a really good women's match again. Thunderosa. Yeah, she is good. Yeah, you can tell that, she is a seasoned pro. I think I heard somebody say she's only been wrestling for 6 years, but 6 years she's done I think somebody said over a dozen countries wrestling. And she's wrestled I can't remember how many ton of matches that she has done in those 6 years and over in all these different countries and all these different promotions. So yeah, she's good. And this was another great match from her. And yeah, she should be the number one contender because she's actually a good wrestler. But Thunderosa gets the win. Another good match here was Lee Johnson, up and coming rookie for the Nightmare family, against Daniel Garcia. Good back and forth match. See, I like when they put two of these rookies together or two of the newer people together and they don't have a squash match because it's ridiculous. And let them wrestle. Lee Johnson put on a good match, and this was a good match, and Lee Johnson got the win. As for this, here's my...
That's it. Come here and try it more.
Don't care. Of course, the man gets the win. Nyla Rose gets the win. Just for that, I need another one.
That's it. Come here and try it more.
Now, next was Ethan Page and Alex Reynolds. Another good match. Another one of these quirky things I have, that I've talked about before was Scorpio Sky stayed at ringside. The Dark Order escorts Alex Reynolds out, but no Dark Order members stay out there to help Reynolds. So they all leave to go back to the back, and Reynolds is out there on a 2-1. And of course, Scorpion Sky got involved several times. So I'm like, Dark Order, you're called the Dark Order. Why are you guys being so damn nice about things now? You should have had guys stay at ringside to help Reynolds, and it showed because Scorpio Sky, of course, he interfered. And it's just sorry, it's just funny to me. A side note here, a little tangent. Ethan Page, good wrestler, but I'm sorry, he's Canadian, and the only two times a Canadian can act like they're tough is in hockey or pro wrestling, because they're really not. So, sorry, just a funny side note there. But Ethan Page gets the win. And now another great women's match. Tay Conte is amazing. This has got to be just another one on the list of stupid WWE letting real talent get away. And they've come to AEW and they're blowing up. She is awesome. I mean, let her kick Britt Baker's butt. Britt Baker couldn't even stay in the ring with her. So, or Thunderosa, or, you know, I can name a dozen women right now who are way better than Britt Baker. But Tay Conti gets the win with her DD tie. So, yeah, another great women's match. And the next match of the night was Penta against Mikeseidel. Seriously, who did Mikeseidel piss off in AEW? So, he got just destroyed by Powerhouse Hobbs. Then he gets destroyed by Brian Cage. Now he's in there against Penta, which he got destroyed by. Dude, Mike, find out who you pissed off and apologize. Or just apologize to everybody till you find out who you pissed off. Because damn, 3 weeks in a row, you've gotten destroyed by 3 badass wrestlers. Poor Mikeseidel. Man, yes, Penta got the win. If you couldn't have figured that out from what I was already saying. And another great match by Penta. I mean, Penta and his brother Ray Phoenix are amazing wrestlers. And yeah, Penta just showed what he can do here. And he's amazing. So again, here's another one of those quirky things. Now this time Scorpio Sky took on number 5, Alan Angels. So Ethan Page at ringside again. The Dark Order comes out again. All of them came out. They saw what happened to Alex Reynolds, sorry. And again, the Dark Order comes out, does their hand salute. Wait, where's the camera? Does their hand thing. And then they all leave Alan Angels out there by himself against 2 people again. And of course, Ethan Page interferes. Did you not learn from the previous match? They didn't leave anybody out there to help him. They all come out, they do the hand thing, and they all leave. What? You guys just literally saw what happened a couple matches before when they cheated. But yet you don't leave anybody out there to help him. And you all leave again. And again, Ethan Page cheats and Scorpio Sky gets the win. So come on, Dark Order. Be more dark. And so this match is kind of funny because Matt Hardy against Fuego del Sol. So this match actually became a match on Sammy Guevara's vlog. So if you didn't watch that, you don't know why this was a match. But it was funny because Fuego del Sol was talking to Matt Hardy in the video, and Matt Hardy took it the wrong way and thought he was trying to like give him parenting advice, I'm guessing. And he's like, "You are not trying to parent me. You are not trying to dad me." And then we got him out. He goes, "I'm going to kick your butt on Elevation." And so that's how this match became a match. And yes, Matt Hardy, being the experienced wrestler he is, got the win with his new finishing move, which is, again, Matt Hardy doing a submission move. He calls it the leech. So again, this falls into that category of, I don't know why all these AEW wrestlers are suddenly all coming up with submission moves, when the good majority of them have never done a submission move ever. So if you're a high flyer or you're like Jungle Boy never did a submission move. He was a high flyer speed person. But now he's got a submission move. And all these wrestlers suddenly are doing submission moves. So I don't know if this is something like AEW's telling them, learn a submission move or something, but I don't know why. But yeah, Matt Hardy has got this cool new move called the Leech. And yeah, Fuego tapped out. So here's one of the 2 final matches of the night, which was really awesome to see. Because Ren Narita was on Dynamite last week when his teacher took on Moxley for the U.S. Championship for New Japan. Well, he was there. So I was like, oh, that's cool. He came with him, that kind of stuff. But then we see this week on Elevation that Narita is actually in a match on AEW. And I'm like, wow, this is awesome. Because we're getting, not just his teacher from last week, but he's now come. We've seen Kenta come from AEW to AEW from New Japan. And I'm like, this is awesome. Bring more New Japan stars to AEW. Because yeah, I love New Japan, and this is going to be awesome. So yeah, this was a really good match, and Narita did get the win. And the big, big match of the night, and this is the reason, if people are too stupid to watch Elevation and they claim, oh, big deal, it's just a YouTube show, they would not have seen this great thing happen. So Rocky Romero, the New Japan Pro Wrestling legend, who was in the stands on Wednesday night for Dynamite to watch Moxley defend his title against the legend from New Japan. But this week on Elevation, he shows up to wrestle. So again, what? And this was awesome. I mean, to see the New Japan Pro Wrestling legend Rocky Romero in AEW wrestling, this blew me away. This was awesome. And a great match against JD Drake. So he gets the win over JD Drake because, again, his experience outweighs anything else. And it was good. It was a really good match. JD Drake did a great job. But when the match was over, the rest of the wingmen all attack Romero, which brings out best friends. And so here's what he looked like when he got to the ring, which I love his outfit. So cool. So the best friends come out to make the save. And many of you may have not known, but this was actually Trent and Romero were a tag team in New Japan years ago. They called themselves the Roppongi Vice. And so this was a reunion after they made the save with Trent and Romero, which was awesome if you know anything about them being tag team partners and stuff. But here's a picture I found of them years ago when they were Roppongi Vice. As you can see how much younger they both look. But this was awesome. So after they made the save, Trent had Romero do what they used to do in New Japan when they were a tag team. Trent would stand in the middle of the ring, put his hand way up like a high five, because you can see how much taller Trent is. And so Romero would go to one corner and run and jump up in the air and high five him. Well, they did that. And after they did that, all the best friends came in, the other best friends came in, and they all hugged Romero. So I'm hoping this means that now Romero is going to be on AEW regularly as a member of Best Friends and back together with his tag team partner, Trent. And again, I'll show you that because I love that picture. And that's how the episode ended. It was a great episode with only a couple of, meh matches. But overall, great episode, especially seeing this happen, which was so awesome that I was cheering on this because I was like, yes, this is awesome to see. Well, if you enjoyed this review of Elevation, the 11th episode already, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next review, which will be AEW Dark.